Tommy Mastrangelo.
I never dated as a kid. Dating was a sin. Like all good born-again Christians, I was taught to just pray and be faithful, and one day God will bring me my wife. I don't know, I guess she'll just descend out of the sky on a beam of light. When you're 12, the sermons at Jesus Camp aren't just spiritual, they are straight up biological. The first time a woman consummates her soul to a man, there is a tearing, a blood oath, symbolic of the oath of Abraham. Her soul is forever bound to the man she's entrusted with this, her most sacred gift. Young men of God, if you are faithful and just, one day he will reward you with this gift, and you will become the most important person in the world to the woman he has in store for you. Yeah, I know. Fucked us all up. But I wanted that blood. My mother pushed me out the womb and took off. Imagine me at 12 being important to a woman one day. Fast forward though, and all that not dating left me pretty far behind the 8 ball. I mean, I was making mistakes at 20 that most guys make at 15. Staring wistfully and asking if you come here often. I remember meeting this guy, Dan. Dan had all the answers. Are you autistic, bro? You need to tease him more. Date a bunch of them at once, play them against each other, work the jealousy angle. I mean, hell, I just popped this girl's cherry after a theater party last week. I wanted to punch him in his stupid, smarmy face. Mostly because he was right. I mean, girls didn't like me. And then one day, one of them did. We met at a play audition. Cinnamon hair, poetic green eyes, and that long, elegant neck. We were immediately inseparable. Movies, frat parties, you name it. She gave me a concerned look one night. I hope you're not just looking for an easy lay. And I was like, I'm really glad you said that, because I'm actually looking for a pretty complicated lay. What a time in my life those first few weeks were. There was this corner of my mind that played this video on an endless loop. I'm coming out of the dining hall, and I find her sitting in a chair, nothing to do, just waiting for me, because she wanted to be with me. She confided in me one night that our relationship had helped pull her out of a depression. I had given up on ever being loved. If I had known that I was going to find someone like you, I would have waited instead of hooking up with that asshole after the theater party a few months ago. And then didn't even have to say his name. Instantly, that motherfucker invaded my head with a blizzard. The entire environment converted into a machine designed to remind me of him every second of every day of my existence. Dan, 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 Dan. Oh, look, a squirrel. Dan, Dan. Dan Patrick hosts SportsCenter. Peyton Manning just broke Dan Marino's touchdown record. Dan Smith wants to get everyone together to play Frisbee on Saturday. Dan Jones can't make it. He's got to study for a prelim. I'm talking people's footsteps on hallways clapped. Dan, 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 Dan. And it grew until I vomited bile. How could I have come so tantalizingly close to being important to someone? How could she have thought so little of herself to trash her most sacred gift on a one-night stand with a pickup artist? What was I doing at the exact moment I must have been right down the street, probably playing a video game. I broke that woman. I never let her be happy for long before it was time to remind her how much she hurt me. It was a train wreck. I knew it. Knew the work that needed to be done, the therapy it would take to unravel the cultish fixations. I left the church. Oh, I left the church. I remember having this epiphany. You control the means, by which young people get to access their own sexuality, man, you got the whole person. The redemption process doesn't make for great story material. There was no one coming to Jesus moment. It was 6, 8, 20 months of boring, grueling unpacking. And I did get better, but not fast enough. She left, and it ripped me in half. I had to lose her to realize how trivial what I thought was pain turned out to be. Amanda, someone had to be my first girlfriend. I am so sorry that that fell to you. I hope you found the happiness you deserve. And for what it's worth, because of you, the world has been a better place for the women I've loved since. Oh, and I still have those books you left in my apartment.